Welcome back to Toledo's most fun, local, and positive 9 a.m. show, Good Day. Well, Monday, it's home hack day, so Amanda, it's a thumbs up or a thumbs down kind of day with this time-saving hack this morning.
Yeah, so I would call it more like a pain-saving hack.
Okay, I was already a thumbs up.
Take a look at this.
So for this hack, well, you'll need a Band-Aid. I don't actually have a boo-boo for the Band-Aid, so I'm just gonna fake it for the sake of the hack. So apparently you can pull one of these things off and not hurt yourself. I have to figure out how to get it out of the wrapper first though. Come on, I should have did this ahead of time. Yeah, I need a hack for that. Okay, here we go. I was doing it from the wrong end. So I'm gonna put it on. I'm gonna pick a hairy spot. Gonna inflict pain on myself. Okay, so apparently if you pull up on the Band-Aid, it doesn't hurt when you rip it off. So let's see. That hurt already, but then you pull up. Well, that didn't hurt. Okay, let's see if it hurts any less if I just rip the Band-Aid off like you normally would, right? Yeah, well now it's not as sticky, so. Yeah, it didn't hurt. So, sure, give it a thumbs up.
So it worked pretty well for me, but I wanted to make sure it wasn't a fluke, so I turned the camera on our Good Day director, Tim, to try it again. Okay. Look at this. Tim thinks his arm is hairier. I don't know. Ooh.
Didn't hurt.
It didn't hurt? Okay. I know, I did the same thing and it wasn't sticky anymore, so it didn't really.
This is a very unsticky Band-Aid. This is not a scientific test at all.
No, but it didn't hurt when you pulled up on it. Okay, well there you have it. You give it a side though?
Not fully.
Okay, all right, not fully. So we tried it twice and it didn't hurt. Pull up.
It sounded more painful than it probably felt.
I know. His sounded because it didn't like go.
It's like stuck a little bit, but yours was just like a.
Yeah. Yeah, it didn't hurt me. I have a funny story about the phrase "rip the Band-Aid off," actually. So when my husband and I, before we started dating, we worked together at our last station, and when he finally called me, we had kind of been like a little flirty or whatever, chitty chatty, and he finally like called me one day, and he's like, "Okay, I'm just gonna rip the Band-Aid off." And he asked me out, and so I'm like, "Rip the Band-Aid off."
That's how
you ask somebody out on a date. It worked.
No, did he rip it up or down?
I know. Hopefully it wasn't.
I'm guessing up.
I'm guessing because I don't think it was painless. I don't think it was painful.